Try it again. Rub our palms. Press the palms. Bring them to your heart center. Conscious intention and awareness, taking your focus off of your external world and relax. Let yourself relax into the breath, into your heart with so much ease and flow. In your mind's eye, in your inner senses, in your inner vision, seeing the most beautiful sunrise. See and feel the rising sun in front of you, connecting with the light, the warmth, the radiance, the beauty. See if you can bring in all of your senses, your inner senses, to this inner vision. Feel every cell of your being uplifted by the rising sun. Feel the relief. On your next inhale, draw the light directly into the heart center. Hold the breath at the heart, allow it to expand. See the light expanding in your heart, and as you exhale, send the light through the crown of your head like a fountain, clear out your space. Again, inhaling the light directly into your heart center. Hold the breath at your heart, expand it, radiate glow through your whole being, and as you exhale, send it through the crown like a fountain, clear out your space. Inhaling the light directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center, expand it. See it and feel it. Exhale through the crown like a big fountain all around you. Light as far as you can see in all directions. Open your focus, breathe easy, eyes closed. Inhaling deeply, hold the breath. Rub the palms, rub, cup them over your eyes or in front of your eyes and exhale. Silence for a moment. Inhale, hold. Hold, nourish yourself from the palms to your eyes to your whole being. Everything I need is within me. Say it to yourself. And as you exhale, float the palms down, flutter your eyes open into your space. Good. Okay, we're rolling. Thanks you guys for joining me, for connecting in the infinite mind to see what's coming through. But I have some themes that I've been noticing, and it is fine-tuning what we are doing here, what we're doing in our lives. As I always say, is becoming more and more aware. You have to make your soul intention for the day is to stay aware, to stay awake, to stay conscious of your reactions, of yourself. Because, you know, as usual, there's a lot obviously going on in everyone's lives, in the world and everything, whatever. But what I want you to know is if you do know that consciousness is the only reality, that everything that you are seeing in your external space had to be created in your internal space. If you really can commit to knowing that this is me, my world is made in my image and likeness. So if I don't like what I'm seeing or what I'm feeling, I have to go back to my conception of my image and likeness. And I have to pay attention to what I've been saying and what I've been feeling about myself, but also about others, because that is also a projection of myself. It's all me. Like if you could just really, really take that responsibility, you know, it's not a responsibility like, oh, another responsibility for me. It's the only responsibility. to know that this is me. So if I need anything done, if I need anything changed, if I want anything, I created this. This is made in my image and likeness, mostly unconsciously. I created this unconsciously. Maybe there's a mix of awareness, consciousness, and unconsciousness. But I would say for most people, it's quite unconscious. The results that we're, the life that we're living, the experiences that we're having is generally quite unconscious. Maybe not for you in the last couple of years, been learning this stuff, you've been practicing, but there are still things that we're living through, that we're experiencing, that we're not catching, that we don't like, or that happen. And, we still kind of give some reason out there. There's always a reason. We always have a reason. You don't need the reason. Like, the reason doesn't matter. Now, this is steps though, because this is what I was talking about last week that I think got skipped over, is that, you don't, once you practice with this, once you get proficient at knowing what this is, the very nature of reality, once you get to know this is a perfect extension of me, a perfect expression of me, of all of this stuff, okay? I'm boiling it down real simple. It is very simple, actually. But once you can grasp that, which I know is not a small task, it's not an easy thing generally, because we, like I said, this indoctrination world of it's always something out there that needs to change for me to feel differently. And we know that that is not true at all. That external thing actually has been given life by me. I'm the one giving this life. I'm the one putting my light of awareness on this thing, and this thing is showing up. So if that's the case, if this is all coming from me and there is a problem, I'm the one that created the problem. So I'm the one that has the solution. And I don't mean it in this way that we get so bogged down and tired and, oh, it's always me and whatever. No, I mean it like in the most empowering way. I have the solution. And the solution is taking my focus off of that, deciding what is wanted, and being so disciplined in only deciding to speak that way, to look with the eyes of what I want, to just align my emotions in the uplifted feeling of what is wanted, or at least neutral, and not going down into reaction of whatever. Because if you don't want it and you're still reacting to it, that's on you. You're gonna keep getting that. That is a guarantee. That's why I'm saying that order of the day is awareness, because if you don't remember from the beginning of the day, as soon as you open those eyes, gratitude, love, okay, here we go, get to practice. What are we gonna create today? What's going on? And if you don't remind yourself, I need to stay aware of my inner state, of my reactions. Choose a state of being. Maybe I'm going to be in the state of being of ease, like I'm so calm, I'm so confident, everything is always working out. I'm not going to react. But then you have to pay attention, because what happens, this is what I'm noticing, these are the steps, this is what I'm talking about, because I see that at first, you may still need to talk about the reason. The reason I'm feeling this way is that. This is the reason, Or like right now, there's big solar flares. There's been a lot of geomagnetic energy, and it's affecting a lot of people, apparently. I mean, I feel it, but people are asking me this weekend, what's going on with the energy? People always ask me if something's going on. Yeah, something's going on. But the thing is, this is a good example, because we like to know the reason. That we're like, we like to know what it is. But what I'm offering, what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. It truly does not matter who the reason is, what the reason is. What matters is, how do I feel, and do I like to feel this way? It makes sometimes, knowing the reason, but I'm pushing you a little bit. I'm testing the limits here. Test your own limitations, because does knowing the reason really make a difference? Really matter? That makes you feel better because it was them, or because it was the sun, or because it was that or that. Does that make, no, you still have to clean it up. You still have, or whatever. Sometimes people say the reason and then they just stay in the feeling because that was the reason. So I know the reason. So there's nothing to do about it because that's the reason. No, we're moving beyond that. So you can acknowledge the reason. Fine, sure, there's a reason. But again, if you're saying everything is coming from me, so the reason is me. The reason is me. If you want to put a little label on it, if you want to say all that, fine. But I'm saying what I'm trying to get to is you don't need to. What you need to get to is, I don't feel good. I'm not feeling that great, or something's going on. So that's all you need to know, is what's going on inside of me. Take that part out of it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. Inside of me, something's off. Something's not right. Something, the energy, whatever. So, but that's my power. Then instead of like worrying about the reason or figure, oh, it's because this, that, whatever. Fine. But do you get where I'm going with this? Doesn't matter, because what matters is I'd like something different, or I'd like to feel differently. So take out all that part. If you just know you're the cause, if you just know consciousness is the only reality, but you have to really know that. I mean, you got to practice with it. You gotta, yeah, take a leap of faith. You have to, you've had enough feedback. You've had enough results to just stop like wasting so much power, stop wasting so much energy, so much time, so much whatever you're doing on all of that. I just have been fine tuning. You see, like, okay, because this is where I'm going. This is the theme that I've been hearing a lot, is like people don't acknowledge something until it's too late. It's never too late, but to them, that's their words. It's like, I was feeling upset about something, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm okay. Like, it didn't really bother me. It wasn't that big of a deal. That right there, that little part, because that's what I was talking about last time, was how to actually be a conscious ignorer, how to actually be detached. Like truly be it in integrity with yourself, not just that way that we do where we say, that doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they said that, doesn't matter. Or like, I have a little like, I'm feeling a little tired, but whatever, doesn't matter. That's like a superficial denier. That's like a denial in a way, but not in a conscious way. It's more like this way we've learned to kind of like put it off, or just try to forget about it, or don't think about it. What ends up happening is it's not cleared up. It's still just hanging around there, and still is this thorn in your side. You're just pretending that there's no thorn in your side. So what I was saying, or what I have been saying, I always say, you have to learn what being in integrity with yourself means. That if I actually have a problem with something or someone or some feeling or whatever it is, I have to admit it to myself first. It's not about denying it. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, just fine. I'm just manifesting something. It doesn't matter. I'll just manifest it away. But if you're not acknowledging, like if you're not aware that there is still a reaction, there is still an undercurrent of something going on, you have to bring that guy into the light. You have to look at that guy. I had someone tell me I had the best day, I'm doing all this stuff, but still under there, I feel like I don't like myself. Like that one is really like, ooh. And like, they're not the only one, like there's a lot of people that still have that weird, this indoctrination that we've gotten, that somehow you're not enough, that somehow it's not good enough, and it's not even generally logical, rational. Like it's not, it doesn't make a lot of sense actually. So what I'm saying is noticing most people, if you notice that that doesn't feel good, that feels really bad. So then what do you want to do? Try to distract, ignore, take some pills, like whatever, like try to do something to sort of like forget about that. But there's no forgetting about that. That's what I'm saying. Your power is to look at that thing. If you can, I mean, this is here, we're talking, we've been talking for a while, and have tools. You're not just out there on your own, like whatever. You have tools. You have to look at that thing that you're pretending is okay and not bothering you because you're trying to be positive or you're manifesting or whatever. It bothers you. So you have to look at that thing. And it's not fun at first, but you really have to ask questions. That's why I'm always saying, like, ask good questions to others, to yourself, so that you can be curious. Most people get frustrated or upset or sad. Like, I've been doing all this stuff and I still don't like myself. Oh, yeah, I get it. That sucks. It does. At the same time, why? Why don't you like yourself? Like, what's so bad about you? But I don't know. Like, I obviously don't think that about anyone. I'm saying you have to ask yourself those questions. And it might not be that thing, but it's something. It's something. And you bring that thing in front of you and you look at it and you say, hey, like, tell me a story. Like, what's going on? That what you make friends to or with reveals itself to you. If you're frustrated, if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're angry, that thing's not going to tell you anything. You're not going to get any information because you're mad or you're guilty or you're upset or whatever it is. Drop all that crap. We have to get to the heart of it. What is going on? What is it? Tell me. Tell me. What are you holding on to? What is the story here? Sometimes, you ask those questions and you're going to hear a bunch of nonsense, like a bunch of ridiculous stuff. And I suggest if you're still going through some of these different things, and I mean, it doesn't have to be super heavy. It can even just be, I'm anxious whenever I think about doing this thing with them or whatever. Like those things I'm talking about, those little things that we just say, but it's no big deal. You skipped over it. Like those things you cannot skip over anymore. I mean, do what you want. I'm just saying this is what adds up and leads to a bigger issue because you haven't looked at it. Weren't aware and you didn't catch it when it was in that little part of that little anxiety or that little like hesitation or resistance or anger or anything. And I would write it down. I would write it down and say, okay, this is what is it? What is it? What is this feeling? Where is it coming from? And you write it down and you say, okay, hey, yeah, I see that, or I acknowledge that. And like, tell me more or whatever. You have to do it yourself. You have to get curious and write it down. And it's going to be mostly it's a bunch of nonsense. Like, it's just like, you're like, really, like, that's it. Okay. And they don't got anything else. It's like, that's it. And really, like, I've said it in so many different ways and so many different times that the bottom line is the problem is for you, for real, if there's some out there and it's bothering you and whatever, and you haven't cleared it up, it's that you do not feel that you are the operant power. You have a fear. Most people have a fear that something out there is going to do something that they can't control or they don't have anything to say about it. Like, it's beyond my control. And that is not true. It's just not true. It's not about controlling everything. It's just about saying, like, I have something to say about it because it's my expression. It's my experience. It's my world. So, but that's usually the bottom line. It's just like, I feel like somehow this is out of my capacity. It's out of my control, really, or it's not even control. So that's not the word, command, or like, it's out of my hands, and it's never out of your hands. It's never out of your hands. It's just, are you willing to do what it takes to shift the thing around? It's not that hard. Why I'm saying that this is a little bit of steps or process is that when you start to do this, it becomes a lot quicker, a lot more seamless. You don't have to write it down. You don't have to look at all these things because there's really usually just a few key ones that mostly bother people. And it's the same theme. It's just in different ways. So if you figure that out for yourself, and that's not the cause, it's not the cause, I'm the cause. It's my feelings. This is my pattern. This is my thing. This is my assumption. This is my belief. This is my projection. And once you acknowledge that, then you just relax. Then you're not relying on something, someone, things out there to do something different for you to feel better. You call it out. You might not feel great. You might still be like, oh, this isn't good, but it's okay. But once you see it, once you bring it into light, it's not that boogeyman that is coming to get you at inopportune times, or now here you're going to meet the person, or this thing has happened, or you notice this, whatever. And here comes the feeling again. Even if it's little, it's a fear. If it's a fear, you need to look at the fear. Why am I afraid? Why am I afraid when I'm the operant power? Why am I afraid when the consciousness is the only reality? When I'm the cause, why am I afraid? Because I'm not looking at myself. That's why. Because I don't realize it's me. But when you start doing that, you relax. Things are a lot calmer because you know you can change anything. But you have to get to the part of not ignoring when things are off. That's why I'm saying being in integrity with yourself to catch those things, to look at it if you'd like, or if you're just like, you know what, no, I got it. Like, it's true. That's a repeating pattern. And I'm able to drop it and catch that reaction and decide something different. Because then from there, what do? What is wanted? What is wanted? You know, how do I want to feel? How would I like this relationship to be? How would I like this world to look? You know, you don't get caught up in those details of what's going on. You don't have to tell anyone like that you don't care. It's not that you don't care. It's just that you know it's your perception. It's coming from you. So the only way to change it is not talking details about who did what and what they're doing over there. How do you even know? We don't know anything. You're not there. You don't know. So it's best to just decide what is wanted and then stay in those. That is your best contribution to your world, is decide what is wanted and find the discipline. Use your discipline to stay in that feeling, that state of being. I'm in the state of being that everything always works out better than I imagined. I'm in the state of being of elegance and harmony. And then my world reflects that with the technologies that we have, elegant and harmonious, that are supporting human life, supporting the earth. You know, that we got to go a little bigger than this, whatever we've been doing for however long. You know, that doesn't work. It's not working. It's an old, dying paradigm. It's not sustainable. It never was sustainable. So we came to wake up and decide for ourselves that we're going to program our show in the way that we want it to go. And the only way you can do that is if you stay aligned in what your intentions are and what your feelings are, your state of being, your concept of yourself. So there is no option for not liking yourself. That just is not going to fly. You're going to keep getting things that reflect that in your world. So you have to be aware. You have to be in integrity with yourself. You can't let things like slip slide over there. If you want a reason, okay, fine. Like, that's the reason. I feel off in my energy. What's the reason? Oh, the sun. Okay. But really, what I'm suggesting is, who cares? Say to yourself, I feel off. Who cares the reason? The reason is me. You know what I'm going to do? Feel better. You know what I'm going to do? See what I can do. And that's what I was saying last time, is that, like, I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to convince, to change, to do something out there. I'm going to get into what is wanted. I'm going to see what that state of being is, and I'm going to use my discipline to do it. And I'm going to go out like that, because the other way, what is your option? Even if this is what I was saying, even if it doesn't work, let's say it like that, which good luck, like try, see if you're actually doing it. See what happens. Something gets better. Something shifts. You feel better. The only point is, no matter what happens, even if you failed, let's say, like whatever, it didn't reflect any change, but I know that that doesn't happen. It never happens. If you're actually doing what you need to be doing within yourself, your external world has to reflect it. Like it will, it does. So, but I say to myself, because sometimes, you're really worried about something or someone, which, why are you pouring worry into a thing? It only can reflect back something to worry about, or more worry or tension or whatever. Worry does not produce good, harmonious results. It just doesn't make sense. And then you say to me, well, how can I not worry? Because you're the cause. This is my fears. This is my projection. This is my beliefs. This is my assumptions. So then it's on me to backtrack that and change all of that. And, do what you want. But I'm saying you're going to get mixed results by putting in things that you actually don't want to get back out. So it's best to, instead of worry, when the worry comes, you don't make a cause. You don't say, oh, well, I'm worried because, no, you just say, yeah, I feel worried. I acknowledge that. I'm not going to just pretend like I'm not worried or detach, and disassociate. Yeah, I can do all that once I acknowledge it. And I say, oh, I have something coming up there, what is wanted? What is my fear? What is my fear? That something's out of my control. But that's not the cause. That's your own fear. And you don't want to cause something. So you have to become aware. I'm afraid of what and why? And where's my belief around that? And can I change? Am I willing to change it? Or do I want to? That's another thing you can acknowledge. Do I want to stay worrying? Okay, then that's on me. Then I acknowledge that. I'm going to worry and I'll get what I get. Don't do that. I mean, try it if you want, but I wouldn't suggest it. Just decide, I'm afraid. Okay, what's the fear? Why am I afraid? Because I don't know I'm in the upper power. Okay, what is wanted? How does that feel? And I'm going to stay in that state of being. And then you practice that. And then when you're out of that, you catch it. You say, oh, there's that fear guy again. Okay. And you coax yourself along, and it gets easier and better, but you have to be consistent, and you have to catch yourself, and you have to be aware. That is it. This is the name of the game. If you want to feel good, that's my end point, is that what I was saying is that even if it failed or whatever, which never, but even if, I don't care, because I would be feeling good or training myself, arranging myself, fine tuning myself so that I feel good all the way along. That's the point. Whether you get it, don't get it, they change, they don't change. Me, I'm going to feel good all the way along. I'm going to be aware of it anyways, and I'm going to work on it. That's what I'm working on, is that not that you're happy all the time. This doesn't mean like you're always positive. That's the fake one. That's the fake one. And you're just like, no, it's fine. It's okay. I'm okay. Not that. The way of saying like, yeah, that's inside of me. I'm having a reaction or whatever. And then you're like, what is wanted? Yeah. Ease, let it go. Doesn't matter what, if I put more attention and hooks into this, I'm going to get more of that. Do I like that? No, I don't. So what is the option? I got to stay focused in the direction that I'm going, the direction I want to go, which is feeling good, harmony, love, order, that's it. So using your discipline, catching any of those, being in integrity with yourself. If you're not feeling good, you don't let it slide. You bring it in front of you, say, what is it? What is this fear? And there's always going to be a reason, like that we can find something out there, but you have to know that the first cause is you. So Say whatever reason you want, but I'd prefer not even to latch on to a reason. This is a certain stage. You can still go to your reasons if you want, and then work on it and do whatever you want to do if it brings you some kind of clarity. But you have to do it in that way, in a clarity way, instead of an assigning blame way. There is no blame, there's cause, and that's me. So acknowledge it if you want, if it brings clarity, and then you can work on whatever that fear is, whatever that resistance is, whatever that anger is, whatever that story is. It's yours, and you can work on that. You can decide what is wanted, and you can get yourself going in the direction that you want to go. Okay, that's good for our chat today. Let's just do a little bit of soothe, because this is the thing. Now, when you want to catch that thing and look at it and feel your feelings and all that stuff, you need something. You need something to be able to shift your consciousness. You need these tools. You need something to put in the place, like, even if you are feeling the feeling and you don't know what it is, or you don't want to look at it, if you even took some deep breaths, you learned to do full deep breathing, 10 full deep breaths 3 times a day, train yourself into relaxing, into space, into calm. Then when you look at the things, you don't have to spin or, keep going over, oh, I should know better, or, oh yeah, like, how do I not know I'm the upper power by now? Any of that doesn't matter. It's very deep, all of this stuff. So you need some stuff, you need some tools, you need some soothing, you need some order. So breathing, sitting, being able to sit quietly with yourself, and then decide what you're doing. When you bring the breath, when you shift your consciousness, then you can get into the state. It's much easier to shift your state, from here to here. It's like, it's not always that easy. So if you're here and then you start looking at it, you start calming yourself, and then you come to here, and then you do some breathing, then you can go to there and you can maintain it. But be proactive in yourself. Like, why I'm saying pick something 3 times a day, 10 deep breaths 3 times a day. You're training your system, like, this is how we operate. We're calm. You don't let it go, go, go. And it's like, oh, and you forget the whole thing. You forget the whole thing. But if you've been training yourself that my response is space, my response is observation, my response is calm, you have a much better chance to catch the reaction and keep going in the actual direction you want to go, instead of reacting and spinning out and just making a mess for yourself anyways. Okay, look straight ahead, smile. Inhale deep into the chest, hold the breath. Good, inhale a little bit more. Into the back more. A little bit more. A little bit more. One more. Now hold it. Now pull root lock, pull navel, pull your diaphragm up, lock your shoulders down. You can do it. Activate yourself, and exhale, gracefully dissolve. A couple of easy breaths. Feel the shift already, right away. Inhale deep into your chest, hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. One more. One more. Now hold, lock the shoulders down, root lock, navel, diaphragm, pull it up. See that lightening up your spine into your brain. Have an enlightened mind. And exhale gracefully. Dissolve, relax, breathe easy. Feel yourself expanding, shifting. Inhale deep, hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. A little bit more. Expand wherever you can, a little more. 360 degrees more. One more. One more. Hold. Lock the shoulders down. Root lock, navel, diaphragm. Pull it up. Activate yourself like you mean it. And exhale gracefully. Close your eyes. Take a few easy breaths. Notice what you notice. Allow yourself to integrate. Take in the information and activate yourself. Like, yes, I decide. Bring your fingertips all the way together, all of them together. Press a little bit into your fingertips, plugging yourself into yourself. Again, like, okay, whatever the reason, if you feel low energy, could be the time change, could be, you see what I mean? There's always a reason. Doesn't matter the reason. We have things to do. Put all your fingertips together. And you're going to just consolidate, recharge yourself, tap into the infinite energy in this universe. You are infinite energy. You're going to drink it in with your breath. So if you want to do sitali, or if you want to do a little sippy mouth, whatever works for you, we're going to inhale 4 sips, like you hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale mouth. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Long sip in through the mouth. Hold it. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. Inhale through the nose. Hold. And exhale. Hold it out, no air. Absorb. Inhale, reach. Inhale more. Hold it, shake it. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Left hand on your heart, right hand at your shoulder, index finger up. And then we're going to close the right nostril. And just a little replenishing left nostril breathing. Just soothing yourself with that nectar. Keep going. Music is coming.
God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good. God is good. Good is God. God is health. Health is God. God is strength. Strength is God. God is life. Life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God.
Release your finger. Inhale through both nostrils. Hold it. And exhale. Hold it out. Inhale, hold. And exhale, bring your hands on your heart. Just breathe easy, tuning into your heart. Who am I? Who do I say that I am? Who am I being? What is your state of being? Calm, ease, awareness, consciousness, energy, light, harmony, order, perfection. Connect to the pattern of perfection all around you, within you, and all around you. I am that. Remind yourself, I am. Just taking a scan of your whole being from the top of your head, the tips of your toes, liquid golden light. Just filling yourself with light. Everything I need is within me. Decide. Find the gratitude and appreciation for your awareness, for your light, for your ability to decide and know. Your hands to prayer. What assumptions and beliefs are you claiming? Can you believe that everything is working out better than you imagined? Can you believe that all life everywhere loves and supports you? Decide. Inhale to begin. love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Inhale, peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Inhale, light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Inhale for Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining me.